All right. Well, again, my name is Kyle Freeman. I have a martial arts school up here in New Jersey. We have two locations. We have one in Bridgewater Township and one in Hillsborough Township. This topic is something that I am incredibly passionate about. I love sparring. I love footwork. I love strategy, anything you could do other than just kind of doing kicks and punches towards a partner. So this is something that I'm extremely excited. I can't wait to get started. A little bit about my background. So I started martial arts when I was 6 years old and have been training consistently ever since. And now I'm an old man. I've done actually probably about 32 years since that I've been training in martial arts and been running martial arts schools for about 24 years. And so this is something that when we get a chance to team up with another school, we get another chance to, especially with the caliber that Mr. Spike, our school is, and with all of our TU organizations, it's a real privilege. So I am super stoked, really excited, and I want to get started. So if you guys are ready, everybody give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready to rock and roll. You guys are all ready. All right, I'm a little particular with my camera. I want to make sure that everything is straight, and I still have a hard time. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I do have just a hair of a delay on my end, so with what I'm talking, I know that there might be a little bit of delay on your end too, so just kind of bear with me a little bit. So today we're talking about footwork and optimizing your footwork speed. I think when sparring, there are three main components to sparring, three main components to be really good at sparring. First one is speed. The second one is footwork, and the third one is timing. Now, again, you do not have to be the most talented and incredible martial artist to be really good at free sparring and or point sparring. Because if you have great speed, if you have good footwork, and you have impeccable timing, you can really beat somebody that's better than you in a point sparring match. So that's why I want to focus on today. The first aspect, let's talk about speed. Now, how many of you guys, just a show of hands, how many of you love to play chess or play checkers or any type of strategy game? Who likes to play those games? Good, quite a few of you guys. Awesome. So if you like to play chess or you like to play checkers, those are strategy games. What you have to do is you have to think and you try to make a move that's going to cause your partner or your opponent to move. So for example, let's say I move one piece over here. Well, I'm really moving this piece over here because I want this guy to move over here so that way I can attack the queen or by whatever. But the idea is you want to make sure that you're trying to get your partner to do what you want them to do. That is huge. And I promise you, every single one of you guys can do that. And it's very simple. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. All right, so let's talk about speed. So speed. So how many of you guys know traditional roundhouse kicks where you lift your knee up, you chamber your foot all the way back, you extend your leg all the way out, full rechamber, and you set your foot back down. We all know how to do a traditional roundhouse kick. Same thing with a side kick where you chamber your knee into your chest. You do a side kick where you extend your leg out, you full rechamber, and then set your foot on the floor. A front snap kick or a front kick where you lift your knee up to your chest. Again, your foot extends out and then rechamber and set your foot back down on the floor. Well, I've got news for you. When you're sparring, that kind of goes out the window because what I want you to really think about is trying to be a surgeon with your techniques. So for example, if you and I are sparring, everybody put your right foot back, hands up and yell. Hia! All right, so right now you and I are all sparring. If I'm trying to look at the opening and I want to do a hook kick, but your hand's in a certain position, I can't do a traditional hook kick where my foot comes across flat. I might have to change it up a little bit. So my hook kick might come down at an angle to come on top of your hands, and then my hook kick looks like this. Now, obviously, if you were doing those kicks in class, that's not really the right way to do those kicks. But when you're sparring, like I said, everything goes out the window. So the first concept that I want you to start to think about is called a half chamber. Now, a half chamber. What do you think a half chamber is? It's pretty self-explanatory, but let's think about it for a second. So again, we just talked about doing a full chamber for a round kick. So if I'm going to do a round kick, I lift my knee up, my foot is pulled all the way back, I extend my foot all the way out, I full rechamber and set it down. Well, that's going to be kind of slow. So what I want you to do is you're going to go from this position. We're going to practice it in just a second. You'll lift your leg. Now notice how far my leg is bent. This is full chamber. This would be about a half chamber. Now from this position, I can extend my foot out, boom, hit my target, rechamber halfway, and then set it back down on the floor. You've just increased your leg speed by a fraction of a second, which when you're sparring, fraction of a second is everything. So again, so from this position, watch one more time. If I were to chamber, I'm going to chamber halfway. full extension, half chamber, and set it down. Now I'm going to show you from the front what it looks like. So again, from this position, this is a regular full chamber position. My foot is pulled all the way back. From this position, you kick out, pull it all the way back and set it back down. We're not doing that. What we're going to do is we're going to do a half chamber. So again, I'm lifting my leg, a half chamber as I extend my target, half chamber, and you set it back down. All right, so let's do it a couple of times. Everybody turn and face me so that way I can see your body position. Put your hands up in a sparring position. Now we're all going to kick our left foot. So this leg over here, your hands are going to be up. What you're going to do is, again, you'll lift your leg, half chamber, snap your foot out, pull it back halfway, and then set it back down. We're going to go pretty quick now. Every time I say go, let me see your fast kick. Ready, go. Good, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. That was awesome. So again, make sure you focus on a half chamber, a full extension, half chamber, and then set it back down. Now we're focusing on kicking head level, because if you can kick head level fast, you can kick body level even faster. So hands up, let's try that again. Let me see a half chamber and kick. Ready, go. Nice. Now again, nothing's gonna change with your target, because when you lift that leg up, I'm still gonna kick my foot to my target. So if I'm gonna try to kick you guys in the nose, what I try to do is I lift my leg up to this position, my foot's pulled back, boom, I'm gonna full extend to the target, and then half chamber and set it back down. So let's all try it. Ready? Show me a fast kick. Ready, go. Nice speed, good, ready, go. Good. Now, I encourage you to point your toes when you do that round kick, especially when you're sparring. Now, you can pull your toes back if you're going to break boards. You'd hit with the ball of your foot. But when you're sparring, I encourage you to point your toes. Besides being a little safer, you actually get a little more reach whenever you're trying to score points. So, again, that front foot, let me see you kick it nice and fast. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. Good. Two more. Ready, go. And go. Nice. You guys are doing a great job. You're doing a fantastic job. Now, when you're doing that half chamber, we're focusing right now on doing one kick. You can actually do that half chamber doing multiple kicks. And that's what we're going to focus on right now. So everybody put your hands up. Now, from that half chamber position, just like a regular traditional round kick, you lift your knee, full chambered all the way back, kick out, pull it back, kick out, pull it back, right? And you put your foot on the floor. Well, now your half chamber double repeat or repeat round kicks or whatever you'd want to call them, now they're even faster. So again, with our hands up, so you lift that knee, half chamber, you're going to kick 1, 2, and then set your foot down. Good. That was awesome. Hands up, do it again. Again, half chamber kick 2 times. Ready, go. Nice. You guys are doing a great job. Do it again. Ready, go. One more. Ready, go. Good. Now, again, we're talking about speed. So right now, I want you to really focus on kicking as fast as you can. So hands up. Let's do one more again. Half chamber, 1, 2. Ready, go. Good. That's it. Let's try the other leg. Other leg now, we're just going to kick the right foot. Now, I'm pretty sure you have a favorite leg that you like to kick, whether it be your right leg or your left leg. It doesn't matter. You have to be good with both. So let's train our other leg now. So hands up, other side. Again, we're still focused on the half chamber, full extension, half chamber, and set it back down. Good. Nice and kick. One kick. Ready, go. Ready, go. Good. Again, we're kicking head level. Get that leg up there. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. Nice. We're doing a repeat kick 2 times. 2 times. Really focusing on the half chamber. Fire it out there fast. Ready, go. 1, 2. Ready, go. 1, 2. Ready, go. 1, 2. You guys are doing a great job. Do it again. Ready, go. 1, 2. Nice. That was fantastic. You've done so well so far. Everybody back up just a little bit. Good. Make sure you have enough room. Spread your feet apart. Good. Now we're going to do just a little bit of stretching. Now that our legs are nice and warmed up from kicking out and back, we haven't even tapped our fullest speed yet. So everybody spread your feet apart a little bit. Keep your legs straight. Hands up and reach your hands to the floor. Good. While you're doing this stretch, make sure your feet are apart. Your legs are locked out straight. Keep your back straight. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can keep your back locked out straight as you bend down. You'll feel that stretch go in the back of your hamstrings. Or you can roll your back down and then go down the floor. You'll feel that stretch go into the small of your back. Just make sure you get a really good stretch. Good. Come back up. Now you're going to bend one knee. One leg's going to stay straight. You're going to push off to one side. Again, the idea is to make sure you get down nice and low. Keep these toes pointed straight up. You guys are doing great. And switch to the other side. Again, get that body, get it down nice and low. You should feel this in the back of your legs here. And switch again. Good, I'm gonna give you a little secret. Here's a little bit extra step. Take this arm, use this elbow. You're gonna push your knee out to the side, and then you'll feel that stretch go all the way across your inner groin. This is a really important muscle to stretch if you wanna kick super high. And switch to the side. Again, secret, bend that elbow, push that knee out to the side. Good, get a good stretch. Again, you'll feel it go out through all the way throughout your leg. You guys are doing great. And relax, good, leg straight, and up. One last stretch. Now again, we're stretching our lower body a lot because I'm primarily focusing on footwork and leg speed. So let's do one last stretch. Everybody put your feet together. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna touch your toes. Now it's super important to make sure your toes are together. If your feet are apart and you reach down, you'll find that that's really easy. We don't want it to be easy. So we're gonna make sure we challenge ourselves today. So everybody put your feet together, reach all the way down. You guys are doing a great job. Keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching. Nice, and come on back up. All right, very good. Now again, we're just gonna kind of nice and relax, loosen up our bodies a little bit. Good, all right, so here, everybody put your right foot back in y'all. Okay, now again, we're gonna focus on some footwork. Now, footwork is super important. That's the second aspect, second concept that I wanna focus on today. So we worked on our leg speed, now we're gonna work on our footwork. Now your body position is very important. You wanna make sure your feet are comfortable. Now I know in the last seminar, which was an awesome seminar, he had just talked briefly about how to make sure you have your feet apart, where you jump up, land down, and it's gotta be a comfortable position. That is super, super important because if you're not comfortable, you can't move fast. If you're not comfortable, you won't have good timing. So again, you gotta be in a comfortable position. So everybody put your right foot back, hands up. Nice, all right, so from this position, we like to focus on basic movements forward and backwards. There are a lot of different ways you could do that. So, but here's what we're gonna do. Right now, we're gonna focus on sliding and sliding back. Then we're gonna focus on stepping and stepping back. And then we're gonna try and do a lunge and then lunge back. All right, so that's what we focus on. I'll show you from the side. So everybody's got their right foot back, hands up. Now I'm gonna show you from the side, the first one, which is the slide. Everybody should know this, where you slide your feet together and apart, stepping out. Good, that's it. Now let's all try it together. Ready? Show me how you slide in. So we slide in and slide back out. Nice job, ready to do it again. Slide in and slide back out. Good, now again, you're keeping everybody nice and relaxed as you're doing this. Now let me see you step in. Same thing, your back foot steps forward. And then again, you're stepping your front foot back. Good, step forward. You guys are doing a great job, step back. Good, now we're lunging. Now a lunge, I'm gonna show you what we consider a lunge. What we would do is we would take our front foot, we're picking it up, and you're pushing off with your back leg. So for example, you would go like this. You'd push, and you kind of lunge forward. So again, you don't cover a lot of distance, but what you'll do is you'll cover ground fast. So again, if you were to lunge forward, it'd be like this, and you're coming forward. Now, a lot of times you'll see this if you were practicing a kick. Now, if I were to do a round kick and I would lunge round kick, I would lift my front leg, and I would do that. Raise your hand if that looks familiar. Have you guys done those before? Yeah, that's it. So ready, hands up. Let me show you how you lunge in and lunge back. Ready? Lunge in. And now when you lunge back, you do the same thing with the other foot. Ready? Push back. Good. And forward. And backwards. Nice. You guys are doing great. Let's dial it back. Let's focus on one of those three ways. We are just going to slide. Just a slide. So everybody put your right foot back, hands up. Yeah! Now we're gonna focus on 3 different slides. All of them are gonna be forward. So watch, I'll show you the first one. So the first one, I'm gonna slide my feet together and apart, and then we're gonna go back. The next one, I'm going at an angle. So again, my front foot is gonna go off over here to the side. I slide my feet together apart, and then I slide my feet back. The third and final angle is over to that side. So again, I slide my feet together and apart, and I slide back. Now, let's go back. Do you remember when I was talking about strategy? Do you remember I was talking about trying to get your partner to do what you want them to do? So this is how you do it. You do it by the way you move. So everybody, let me give you an example. Right foot back, hands up and yell. Yeah! Good, so here's what I wanna do. Now, you do what you think you should do. We're gonna pretend you and I are sparring. But if I start to move this way, what are you most likely going to do? You're most likely going to move that way, right? And if I start moving this way, what are you most likely going to do? You're most likely going to move in the opposite direction. So what that's called is, that's called mirroring. When you spar, you do that and you don't even realize it. Okay, so again, so everybody put your right foot back. So if I move this way, I want you guys to move that way. Ready, go. Good, that's it. Good job, Jaden. And come on back. Good, now I'm gonna go that way. You guys go the other direction. Ready, go. Nice, good, come on back. Ready, now you react to my direction. Ready. Good, now if I move this way, remember you're going on that side over there. Ready, come on back, let's do it the other side. Ready, go. Nice, you guys are doing it, you got it. Okay, so everybody watch. Do you see the lines on the floor that I have here? Now I've got these lines on the floor. It's super important that you see those lines. I tried to make them really bright and vibrant so they're yellow so you can see it really easy. But notice how they're different angles. When you spar, now this is just from what I've seen over the years of training and teaching, the most common way that I see children spar and adults is that's very forward and backwards. Again, forward and backwards. There's not a lot of side to side or angles. So again, you don't want to just keep moving your partner back like this where you're doing your kicks. You want to try to make sure you're moving at different angles so that way it's easier for you to kick your partner. If you kick your partner, you do what? You get points. If you get more points, what happens? You win. And that's what we want to do, right? Raise your hand if you want to win when you go to a tournament. Of course, we all do. So again, this is the secrets. These are the ways that you're going to apply so that way it's easier to win. All right, so look at this. I've got my target, my lines on the floor. Everybody put your right foot back, hands up. Now from this position, I want you to watch carefully. The first slide, you see this white line on the floor? Again, I'm moving straight ahead and straight backwards. Now, the next line, I'm going to go along that angle over there. So I slide my feet together. This foot follows that line. Then it comes back, and my foot goes straight back. The third angle, I bring my feet together. I'm following this line over here, bring them back together, and I'm stepping back. Now, who knows what a counter technique is? Who's ever heard of a counter technique? Hold your hand up nice and high if you've ever heard of a counter technique. Awesome. So a counter technique, what we're going to try to counter is somebody doing what we call a number 2 round kick. Now, what you guys probably know it as is a back leg roundhouse kick or back leg round kick, which is probably the most common kick thrown when you're sparring. So again, from this position, a back leg round kick, you guys will react to my kick. So I'm going to kick my back leg, kick, and put my foot in front. All right, so again, that's what we're going to try to counter. Somebody's going to kick right here, boom, and they set their foot down. Now, if you guys have your right foot back, everybody put your right foot back and yell, yeah! Good, awesome. Now, if you do a number 2 round kick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step at an angle. So if I see you going to kick your back foot, I'm going to slide my feet together. And you remember, your kick's coming from this direction, so I'm going to step off to the side to get out of the way of your kick, to evade your kick, and then do a front kick right to the belly because your body is turning and rotating into that kick. So again, that's going to be one of many, one of a ton of different counter techniques. But this is why those angles are so important. So everybody put your right foot back, hands up. Yeah! So here's what you're going to do. You are all going to do the second angle. The second angle. Do you remember what the second angle went? It went over here to this corner. Let's all practice the second angle one more time. Show me how you slide your feet together. Step off to this corner over here. And then come on back. Good. Do it one more time. Again, you're stepping to that angle right over there. Ready? Slide and step. And slide and step. Good. That's it. You guys are doing a great job. One more time. Ready? Show me. Slide, step. And slide and step. Good. Now you're going to do that same angle as I go to kick my back leg and try to kick you upside the head. So you guys got to move fast, okay? So hands up. I'm going to get a little bit closer just so I can get close enough to kick you. Ready again. Your right foot is back. Getting a good athletic sparring stance. Ready, set, and go. Pow. There you go. And then come on back. That was a great job. So hands up. Let's do it again. Remember, you're going to slide at that angle. Ready? Get your hands up. Get ready. Get ready. And go. Pow. Oh, you guys are moving so fast. That's awesome. Back up. Let's do one more time. Ready? And go. Nice. All right, now, you have done a great job of moving to that angle, but I haven't seen anybody do a counter kick. This time, once you take that step, once you slide to this angle, your back leg, I want to see you do a front kick as you kick your foot out and then pull it back. So again, your partner is going to be right here in front of you. So when you slide, your partner is right here in front of you. So don't kick over here. Kick right here. Front kick. And then come on back. That's it. You guys are doing it. So ready? When you slide, slide and kick. Ready? Go. Slide, kick. Nice. That's it. You guys are doing a great job. Everybody, give me 2 push-ups. I don't want to see 10 or 20 or 30. Just give me 2 of your absolute best push-ups. Ready? Show me. Go. You guys are doing a great job so far. I want everybody to keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. When you're finished, show me how you stand at attention nice and tall. That way I know you're focused and ready for more. Good. All right, so everybody put your right foot back and yell. Good. Okay, so now again, we have the first angle. We have the second angle. We are now going to focus on the third angle. Like I said before, you want to make your partner do what you want them to do. So for example, like I said before, if I move over here, where are you probably going to go? Yeah, you're probably going to move that direction. If I move over here, you're probably going to move to the other direction. You're going to do what we call mirroring. So again, I want to make you move over there. The reason I want to make you move over there is because I have a kick or a combination planned, and so that way I can kick you easier. So how many of you guys know, again, I'm not really sure what the terminology would be, but we have it, we're calling it a reverse side kick. A reverse side kick is where you look over your back shoulder, you turn, see your target, you do a side kick, and you say your foot in front of you. That's what we call a reverse side kick. It might be a spinning back kick or a turning back kick or a turning kick. It doesn't matter what you call it, as long as you're doing this, where you look over your back shoulder. Again, if my target's right here, I turn and I side kick. Boom, and set my foot down. That's going to be the kick you're about to do. So everybody put your right foot back, hands up. Good, we're going to do this together. We're going to do this together. You're going to slide. We're going to do the third angle. I'm stepping my foot over here to this angle. Now, this is super important. Everybody listen carefully. It's very rare that you want to expose your back to your partner. Not saying never, but it's very rare because we don't want anybody to get hurt. So as long as you're doing it with a purpose and you're doing it following up with another technique, it'll be okay. So again, from this position, when you slide and take your step, I'm going to turn and take a peek over my shoulder. This leg that's behind me, that's the kick. I'm going to do a hook kick. I'm going to do a hook kick with this front foot, and I'm going to kick nice and high because the person, when they did their kick, they probably had their hands right about here. They're probably not going to kick with their hands up, way up here like this. They're probably going to keep their hands in the middle of their body. So that way I can take my leg, hook kick, and then set my foot back behind me again. So watch one more time. Again, we're getting kind of tricky now. But again, your right foot is back. We're going to do it nice and slow. Ready? Slide. Good. That's it. Now, again, you're taking a peek over that shoulder. I'm going to kick this left leg, which is my left leg. I'm going to kick my back leg. I'm kicking, doing a hook kick, head level, hook. And I'm going to continue to set my foot all the way back behind me. So that way, again, I'm ready and I'm focused looking at my partner. Now, I set that kick up simply by moving that direction. And when you spar, that's what I want you to focus on. That's what you should be trying to do. You should be trying to set your partner up for different things to make it easier to score. So right foot back, hands up, hit up. Good, let's do a couple more seconds. Again, you're going to slide at that third angle. Ready, slide, go. Nice, come on back. Do one more time. Make sure, again, you focus on that third angle there. Make sure your whole body is going to rotate just a little bit because it's going to make it easier to kick that back foot. Ready, slide. And hook it. Pow. Nice, that was awesome. Come on back. Piece of cake. All right, now there are a lot of different ways you could do these movements. Let me show you this. Everybody show me, stand at attention. Show me how you stay razor focused. Check this out. This is just the slide. I'm going to show you how many different ways you can slide. From here, now I've got my right foot back. I can slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to slide back at the other angle. 7, 8, 9, 10. How many was that? That was 10, just on one side. Guess what? You could do the same thing with the other foot back. Again, you would slide 1, 2, so on and so on. So how many ways can you slide? That's right, Dante. There are 20 ways you can slide. 20 ways. And you know what? We didn't even include this one because I don't really consider this a slide where you do step straight to the side. But you could. It just depends on the different angle. But the point is there are so many different ways you can do this. Don't get caught up just on forward and backwards. Don't get caught up just on doing one angle. There are a ton of different angles because what that's going to do, it's going to open it up so that way you can do more techniques. All right, so again, let's recap real quick. Footwork. We talked about footwork. We talked about speed. What is speed? Speed, well, first of all, let's go all the way back. What are the 3 elements? 3 elements. We have speed, we have footwork, we have timing. Timing is just simply whenever they throw the kick, you're ready to throw another kick, going with the counter technique. We'll talk about that in a later seminar maybe. But again, speed is whenever you focus on kicking as fast as you can. Focus on doing your hand techniques as fast as you can. Because it's all about speed. We talked about doing a half chamber. Make sure you're focusing halfway chamber, full extension, halfway chamber, and set it back. One more thing with the half chamber. When you throw your kicks, you want to make sure you try to keep your front foot in between your partner and yourself. The reason I like to keep my front foot between my partner and myself is because what do most people do when they start to do a kick? They start to lean back and or there's a counter technique or the person might move forward. So if somebody likes to charge me and I'm keeping my leg up from this position, I can throw a side kick from here, boom, and stop the charge. Or from this position, I can throw a front kick, boom, and stop the charge. But as long as my foot stays between my partner, makes it so much easier. From this chamber position, can I only do side kicks and front kick? What do you think? Can I do a round kick from here? Give me a thumbs up if I can do a round kick from here. Absolutely. Watch. From this position. Boom. Round kick. What about a hook kick from here? Can I hook kick from here? Yep, absolutely. Watch this. I bring my foot across. Can I do a side kick from here? Yeah, we've already established that. Boom. Can I do a front kick from here? Absolutely. Boom. You can do any of those kicks from that chambered position. And again, all of that's going to be sneaky with your partner because they won't see it coming, but it also makes your kicks faster. All right? So you guys have done an amazing job with the speed. Talking about footwork, again, we talked about 20 different ways that you can do your slide, focusing only on the forward-facing slides. Focusing only on the forward-facing slides. Listen, if you guys have questions, I am always here. Mr. Spikar, which is a phenomenal martial artist, he would be more than happy to answer these. But again, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Master Freeman. All right, team. Was it awesome? Give Master Freeman 2 thumbs up. Give him 2 thumbs up. He needs to see that. Everybody 2 thumbs up. Fantastic.
You guys did great.
Awesome. All right, listen up, team. What we are going to do now is we're going to take a few minutes to take some answers and questions. So if you have a question, can you please raise your hand? All right, let me see. I've got first one right here. Nicholas, what's your question?
What degree black belt are you?
I'm a 5th degree. That's a good question. I'm a 5th degree black belt.
All right. Good question, Nicholas. Thank you. All right. Samaya and Sean, let me unmute you. I see you have a question. What do you guys want to ask?
Will we still have black belt testing due to this?
Yes, we are focusing on black belt testing. We are still getting ready. Yes. Do you have any questions about the class that you just took? Now would be a time to ask that.
Okay, no question about the class, but I see Emma Forshofer. Let's see. Emma, what's your question?
Go. Will you keep on doing these questions? Well, classes. Sorry.
Yes, so far we have classes and these seminars for the next 2 weeks. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we'll have special guests every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the next 2 weeks.
Also, when is the nunchuck classes?
I don't know, honestly. We'll have to look at the schedule.
Okay, thank you.
Good question. Okay, I see Tucker. Tucker, what's your question?
You said at the end something about when you slide. I think you said that you were supposed to use the front leg for the kick.
Well, so were you talking about, like, for example, at this angle over here? Or were you talking about sliding at this angle over here?
This one.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to use the leg that's closest to your partner. The leg that's closest to your partner. So, for example, remember, we're doing a counter technique. Is somebody kicking their back foot? Or let's just say that they're taking a step forward. So if they're moving forward, I'm going to slide to this direction because I want to get them to move a little bit closer behind me. So that way they don't close with this leg. Now, let me explain that for a little bit more in depth. So let's say, I don't know if you guys, can you see the star on the floor? Can you see this? Yes? Okay. So if you see that star, now remember, the person is stepping to this star. Now, right now, you've got this foot closest to that star. After my slide, which foot closest to that star? This foot, right? So this would be my this would be my back leg still because I'm still moving that direction. But this would be the leg that you would deliver the technique would be the hook kick, or I could step and then pop into a side kick. It just kind of depends on the application. But yeah, it would be the leg that would be closest to your partner.
Fantastic question. Okay, somebody else, raise your hand. Hayden, I see you raising the hand. Okay, Hayden, what's your question?
If you had tense muscle or any conditions, does it provide advantage or disadvantage?
Say it one more time for me. I'm so sorry.
Does tense muscle give advantage or disadvantage?
Great question. You want to stay relaxed as humanly possible right up until the point of impact, because that's the only way you're going to be fast. So an example of that would be, let's say we're sparring. Now, you don't want to have every muscle in your body tense whenever you're moving around because you think, oh my gosh, I'm going to punch as hard as I can. But you would be amazed because every muscle in your body is going to be constricting the movement of your body, because every muscle is pulling in a certain direction to basically lock your body tight and still. So again, you want to stay as relaxed as possible until the last point of impact. So again, let's say I'm going to do that front kick, or let's say I'm doing a round kick with my front foot. So my entire body is relaxed. Everything is relaxed right now. The only thing that would be tense whenever the entire time I'm moving is my abs. I want to keep my core tight because that's going to be my stability and help me keep my balance. But again, the whole time, my whole body is relaxed up until that point, and then everything gets relaxed again. Does that make sense? So you want to stay as relaxed as humanly possible right up until the moment of impact.
That was a good question. All right, Hayden, I see that you have another one. Quickly.
I really phrased the question wrong. I mean the one where you don't stretch well. You just, even for one time stretching, it doesn't stretch much further.
Okay.
Is it anything good?
Yeah, so in order to move fast, you need to be mobile. One of the things, I totally understand. Stretching is something that, people stretch and they get more flexible. Some get more flexible than others and things like that. So let's say that your flexibility and you're not able to, let's just say, for example, kick head level. So there are a lot of other things you can do to create the openings with the midsection. So remember, we're talking about playing chess. So Hayden, if you and I are sparring right now and I were to throw a punch to the head, what are you going to focus on? Probably the punch coming to your head, right? So for example, do you see my waving hand? See my waving hand? Okay, good. Now, how many fingers did I hold up in my other hand? You have no idea because you weren't looking at that. You were looking at my waving hand. I was doing this. So again, if you're focused on one thing, there's something that could possibly be coming at you. And so that's what you could do. So for example, if you and I are sparring right now, if I were to punch to the head and I can't kick to the head, I might throw a jab up to the head, cover my body, and then boom, do a front kick to the body. Front kick to the body. Punch in the head, front kick to the body, which is going to create that opening. Again, that's kind of manipulating and making your body work to your advantage. Because again, not everybody can kick to the head. I totally understand that. So again, you got to kind of work to your strengths. Footwork is going to play a big role with that.
And if I can add to it, Master Freeman, Hayden, that was a very good question. I will tell you that usually we see that teenagers have a hard time being flexible or stretching because it hurts them. So my advice is always to keep stretching, but do not obsess if you are not flexible enough to kick high. Okay, just work on having the best side kick, the best front kick, best round kick, hook kick that you can do, no matter if you can kick high or not. That's not the important. Okay, the height is not important. What is important is your kick getting better. Okay, and while you keep stretching on daily basis. Fantastic. Thank you, Hayden, for such a great question. All right, I see that Emma, you have your hand up. Let me see if I can unmute you. Okay, Emma, what's your question?
Can we leave if we have no questions?
Yes, you may leave if you have no questions. Thank you, Emma.
I'm sorry.
Okay, somebody else, raise your hand if you guys have a question, please, quickly. Let's see it. Who's got a hand up? And I see there's Master Strickland. Hello, Master Strickland.
How are you?
Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. We are here with Master Freeman from New Jersey.
Yes. I've been listening, watching.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you. All right, I see we have a question from Joshua and David. All right, boys, what's your question?
How old are you?
I am 38 years old.
All right, good question. I don't know if we should take it with a grain of salt. All right, good question, boys. Good question. All right, team, somebody else. Raise your hand, please, if you have a question. Let me see it. Maya, I see you. What's your question, Maya?
What's the name of your school?
It's Freedom Martial Arts.
That's a nice name.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Very good. All right, team. Let's see. Do we have more questions? Oh, look at who we have here. Mr. Jones from Lexington, Kentucky. Hello, Mr. Jones. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. I wanted to say I like particularly the offside slide. Definitely going to use that into my sparring. The big question I have is related to that same move. What other techniques? I see a lot of spin techniques capable on that one. Have you used it in any other way?
So there's a plethora of different applications with the different footwork. I mean, a lot of it depends on what you're trying to do. So for example, let's just say my partner was coming at me and they were getting really good at doing that spin kick. Well, I wanted to get out of the way of their kick. For example, let's say, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. So let's say you were me and I was my attacker and I were to do a round kick, or maybe I'm doing a butterfly kick, or I'm coming across here, I'm coming around and I'm doing one of those fancy kicks that I see a lot of times with the teen and young adults when they're sparring, because they're able to move like that. So if I see something like that, me taking my side step, all I'm really doing is I'm getting out of the way so that way I can set for something up. So rather than me continuing to move back and step out of the ring in the tournament, I'm going to reposition myself so that way if I see them start to do that, I'm going from this position. Now I've positioned myself so they've already continued the momentum and zoomed by me. Well, from that position, I'm able to, if they're too far away, throw different techniques. I'm not to counterattack. I'm not to do anything else. So it just kind of depends on the application. From that, for me personally, I really like doing like a spin hook kick or a reverse side kick to that step. So for example, if I'm here, I really like taking a step and then kicking them while they're in the air, or as they're kicking their back foot and putting it in front of them.
That was a great question. Thank you, sir. Awesome.
Yes. You just
all right, team.
You'll have to experiment and play with it.
Okay, team. Somebody else has a question, please raise your hand. We are nearing the end of the time limit that we have for the seminar. So if you do not have any questions, I'm going to say thank you, everybody, for coming and participating today. We were super happy and excited to get Master Freeman here to teach the seminar. Master Freeman, thank you so much. We appreciate you and your time and your expertise. Don't forget, boys and girls, we're going to tune in And we're going to tune in again on Wednesday and Friday this week, okay, at 11 a.m. Central for some more awesome seminars. So don't forget to join us again. Thank you, Master Freeman, and everybody, let's bow out like a black belt. All right, team, everybody stand up tall and strong. Hands out. Okay, when we say set, we say yes, sir. Loud and proud like a black belt. Set, yes, sir. And when we bow, we say yes, I can. To always have a yes, I can attitude. Bow. Yes, I can. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Master Freeman.
Yes, sir. Have a great day, guys.